Creative Ventures is just 2 years, around 2 years back. So we are a spin-off from we are a venture capital of Creative Fund, which has been around for more than 10 years and has a lot of experience in a lot of track record in tech industry. But when we set up Creative Ventures, it's basically like a new fund, a new fresh fund. So one of our biggest challenges is actually to raise money from LP, because most of them would want to see whether as a fund do we have a track record, and as a manager do we have any experience or reputation in any of the companies that we have invested in. So to build that as a new fund, one of our challenges is actually to build our invested companies portfolios in a how do I say, to build their reputation, to make it that our reputation reflective of their reputation. So in our effort to be to build our track record over the years, to be able to raise fund probably in the next 1 or 2 years, is actually to build our track record with the invested companies, so that we are able to raise fund in the next 3 years time. Track record is something that very important if you were to set up a new fund. As a manager, if you're someone who's from the venture capital or maybe a startup company who are able to exit from your previous venture, then that would be one criteria that I think it is valuable if you were to set up a new fund. So hopefully, like if someone who wants to set up a fund, building the team is essential in prior to raising a fund from other LP. Finding a people from a reputable background, I think that's a challenge. Or else you would just have to find a fresh graduate and build your experiences from there, and that will take time. It's fine that if you have an investor who believes in you and invest in the first fund, but getting in towards next fund is a challenge. So as a venture capital, as a new venture capital, is always an aim and objective within our organization to actually build the experiences, what kind of skills that we need to build in getting towards raising the next fund. So we would have eventually have the kind of know-how or maybe an outlook of what the industry as a whole would be in the next few years time. So that is, I think, being able to find someone who could build that kind of experience is important. So in the HR human capital side, I would think that having to find the right person to be in the venture capital is important. We have a lacking VC, VC investment in maybe Series A, Series B. So I think that as a VC or as a VC investment per se, we would love to have more VC in the Series A, B, perhaps C. In Malaysia, specifically, because you can see there isn't any problem for Singapore or Indonesia to take up that stage. There are a lot of early stage investors in seed, pre-seed, and maybe pre-series A, but when it comes to Series A, taking up more than $2 million from $2 million and above, there are huge gap in Malaysia itself. But if you are talking about in Southeast Asia, I think that we have sufficient investors. So the outlook is that I believe that more and more investors see this as a problem, and they will probably venture into a, a more later stage investment in the next 3 to 5 years, I think. So because they have been in the early stage investment currently, so I think the outlook is to invest in a bigger investment, or in a bigger later stage of investment. So yeah.